What is going on, y'all? Psych Perspectives GeoFlux here, and I want to discuss raises. So, I was able to secure a raise through my job. Now, keep in mind, at my current job, I've been working here for 2 years, okay? In fact, October 4th, my grandfather's birthday, marks 2 years of me working at this current place. I didn't get a raise until last month. Literally, basically 2 weeks ago is when I got my raise. So this was like September 14th, 15th. So keep in mind, I was already lowballed. Okay, so I was currently making $40,000. With the 5% raise, I'm at $42,000. An extra $2,000 spread out over the course of a year, 12 months, 52 weeks. We're paid bi-weekly, so 26 weeks, right, of pay, because every 2 weeks is when we're paid, twice a month. Now, by the time taxes and deductions have been removed from that $2,000, I'm basically looking at $1,200 to $1,400. I'm losing between $600 and $800 off rip for taxes and deductions. And this is how shady it is, right? Like, I went from making $1,199 and some change to about $1,200 every 2 weeks to now with the $2,000 raise, the 5% raise, right? I now make $1,258 and some change. A win's a win, right? This is what I mean by, when you look at the amount that we're getting in raises, it's just absolutely ridiculous and pathetic. When you look at today's cost of living and you take inflation, price gouging, corporate greed, late stage capitalism, when you take all of that into consideration, you're not really getting a pay raise. You're actually getting a pay cut. Because when you got inflation that was basically hovering at 10% for a year straight, if your increase, your pay raise isn't 10% or more, you're not getting a raise. I'm basically getting an extra $114 a month. I mean, it's laughable. Like, it is downright laughable at this point. Now, what is that extra $58 gonna do for me? You know what I'm saying? I can put more gas in my car, I guess. I may be able to double up on my payments to my credit card. So there's some positives. Am I thankful for the raise? Yes. Am I grateful for the raise? Yes. However, I'm going to need a lot more than an additional $2,000 a year to actually be able to live a comfortable life for once. Mind you, 10 plus years of direct work experience, master's degree, bachelor's degree, 2 associate's degrees, countless certifications, because we have to do continued education and get certified in various aspects in order to maintain our job. Like, I literally got 2 certifications this summer alone, at the end of June and at the end of August. 2 certifications. And mind you, I literally do the work of 4 to 6 people. And that's a whole nother thing, is like, when you sit down and look at the amount of job responsibilities that you have and the amount of roles and responsibilities and tasks that you do on a day-to-day basis in your job, and then you look at how low you are being paid, it is a slap in the face every single day getting up and going to these jobs. Let's just be real. Like, a lot of us are underpaid, overworked. Our jobs don't respect us. The management really doesn't care. They take us for granted. They manipulate and use us to their advantage. And then sit up here and try to tell us that, we should be happy with the pennies on the dollar that they're giving us. And what gets me is just how they think that, like, there's just so much, like, the nitpicking and the control aspect of these jobs. And little do they know, a lot of us are applying for other jobs, have interviews lined up, and are on our way out. Literally, I'm weeks away from putting in a 2-week notice. So that's why I'm sitting here like, okay, nitpick all you want. I'm not going to be here, and I'm not going to be responsible for the problems that are going to ensue when I'm gone, because I know the value, the amount of work that I put in my job, and good luck on replacing me. So, it's just something to think about. Like, and mind you, with my education and years of experience and the type of work that I'm doing and the amount of work that I'm doing, I should be making well over $60,000 a year. It's ridiculous. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, $60,000 isn't a lot of money. No, not in this day and age. It's definitely not a lot of money. I totally understand that. I'm just saying, with my education, my years of experience, the type of work that I do, I shouldn't be making under $60,000 a year. I mean, at this route, I'm just going to be real. I should be touching 6 figures if we're really going to be honest. I mean, it is what it is. So I just wanted to make that video to explain that, like, our raises are not even reflecting the cost of living or taking inflation into consideration. Not to mention the fact that I worked here for 2 years prior to even getting a raise. Like, shouldn't we be getting raises at the bare minimum once or twice a year? We're not even getting that. Like, it's just absolute garbage, and then our wages were already so low and stagnant that we can't even tell that we got raises. I mean, like I said, I know I'm not the only one that's dealing with this, and I like to be very transparent and straight to the point, because I want other people to know you are not alone. A lot of us are going through the same thing with our jobs. Yes, you deserve to make more. You deserve to have better benefits, better pay, and a better work-life balance. You deserve to work at a place that pays you enough so you can take care of yourself, your responsibilities, your family, have a savings account, be able to go out to eat or buy things that you want sometimes. You might not be able to do it every single day, every single week, but my goodness, the way a lot of us have been living the past few years is ridiculous. I mean, a lot of people have lost the motivation, because it's like, where is the incentive to constantly put in work when you're not making enough money to live, despite the fact that you're working a full-time job? And many of us work well over 40 hours a week to go nowhere. So there's a reason why people are fed up.